actually did not want it to be a 2-day event. I want it to be longer. But we needed to first show people the concept. And now this is the concept that comes to life. And then now after that, we're able to now sit down with the team and say now, because next year I want it to be a 6 weeks.
So next year it's still going to be Nairobi, or?
It's going to be Nairobi,
Okay,
yes. It's
yeah.
going to be a 6 weeks tournament, with both the ladies and the girls. And for what we're doing is we're creating a longevity type of situation.
Yeah.
Because if you do it on a 1 day, then it disappears.
Yeah.
Then it just becomes an event.
Yeah.
But we're not here for just an event. We're here to actually create the experience throughout.
I like that.
Yes.
How do you hope to inspire the younger folks who are going to be on the stands watching their dads, their big bros, and how do you hope to impact these dudes and chicks?
Reality is that we all love sports to a certain degree. And the one thing that we want people to do is fall in love with African sport. Because interestingly enough, Africa has this beautiful culture in terms of how we handle our own things. Like, as much as everybody likes to watch what's happening outside the continent, if you actually come to an African game, it feels like home. And so I think that is the inspiration that we want to be able to impact on people, that we can actually get that much excellence right here at home. But at the same time, come and watch these guys play. Because this is where you come and see, if I see my dad playing basketball, I'm going to be inspired to want to see, how can I be? Because you see, I've been in the industry close to a decade now. And throughout every single phase of my journey, I learned something that made me want to stick around. And
You're talking about the events?
Not just events, sports as in general.
Okay.
Interestingly enough, I started with agency.
Okay.
So I'm still one of the best agencies in Africa, by the way. Football agents. I'm just saying.
We shout it out. What's it called again?
Polite bragging.
Yo, you got to put yourself on. What?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And recently got recognized as one of the 50 most influential women in sports.
Go you.
African women in sports.
Very, very nice.
Yes. And because of that, it's because we've put in so much work to the fact that I told people, like, don't ask me what's happening outside the African continent. Ask me what's happening locally and I will tell you.
Yeah.
We want to build a space where you're able to go anywhere and ask go on my phone, just check what's happening on the continent, and I'm able to fly to AC, able to come to Kenya, able to fly to Kisumu, to be able to just see sports and watch sports and be able to immerse myself into that experience.
Let me ask you something. You know, it's interesting you put it like that. First of all, I can sense the passion. It's real. As a former athlete, some of the problems that I have seen, for example, rugby players go through is they're not really paid well. Some teams don't have sponsors. Mtu anapata injury, manze, it's done. You know what I mean? Yeah. If you can't afford insurance, if you guys don't have insurance, it's over. And even in football, I've seen that.
Yes.
Do you foresee a time in the industry, in sports? In fact, no. What's going to have to happen for that to change, for Kenyans to actually pay their athletes well? Because I usually scare people saying, it's just corporates wanafa kuweka hapo do, Kev. It's just about corporates. Yeah, is that it? Is it corporates who are actually gonna,
first of all,
save athletes out here? Is that what we're saying?
No.
Yeah.
Truth be told, it's not going to be corporates.
Yeah.
Corporate is an aspect of it.
Yeah.
But the reality is you're going to have to give people an experience. Most of the time when you come to Kenya, when we're going to a football game, it is I watch the game 1 hour, ikisha, what happens? I go home. Yeah. Everybody exits. There is no experience you're giving people. And one of the things is there's no visibility. So corporates come there for visibility. Corporates are going to sponsor a team because of visibility. But if you're not guaranteeing me visibility, you're not guaranteeing that this week, if I say on Friday our team is going to play, and then you come and see match cancelled, it goes against, like, what are we going to be investing in, right? And so you see why we're telling you that for us, we've put in live streaming straight up 2 days. All the corporate partners that we're currently having, they're going to have a separate live stream for them as well. But at the same time, there's going to be looped into the mainstream. So for a full 2 days, you're going to see all our partners, who's there, what's happening. That's the visibility they're looking for. But you kind of see the people, unfortunately, in offices, and I'm hoping they don't cancel me, in that the people who are sitting in our federations do not look at the business side of sports,
right,
which is where some of us sit. We see what is supposed to happen, how you're supposed to make it right, how you're supposed to give. When you're coming into an event, you're supposed to have experience from the gate. All the way until you get into the football, basketball, baseball space. And then while you're still there, hours after the game, you're still supposed to have an experience. And so this experience is what keeps people there. And then the next time you say we're going to have an event, people are going to show up.
Okay.
Because we do not have lack of passion. And we do not lack of sports. And we know we don't lack the lack
talent.
of fans, because stadiums have reached a point of where people are jumping through walls.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I get it. Yeah,
we can see there is hunger. The only difference is the people who are doing the events are not meeting that hunger space.
Okay.
You see, if I'm coming to the stadium and I'm coming with my children, I expect to at least find some food vendors. Right? An angry child is going to make sure I go home even before the game starts.
Correct.
If I'm angry myself, there's a high probability I'm going to leave before the game starts. But if I find some of our great food guys around, there's a high probability I'm going to eat from there. People use, let me give you an example at the moment. The World Cup is going to be in the US. Now, certain states who are supposed to be holding are already projecting that they are expecting to get up to 20-30 billion in the small space, in the small capacity time of when people are going to be in their city for the 2-3 games. How is that? It's hotels, it's food, it's bars,
tours and
travel in that whole capacity. So if we look at sports as a business, I guarantee you we will not have problems paying our players.
Now that's going to lead me to my next question. I love it. And we're going to host the AFCON 27
yes, we are.
next year.
Yes.
Are you confident enough that Kenya is going to offer an experience, not just hosting, but an experience? You know, it's interesting because I was reading some reports. And apparently South Africa wamesema, skiza, if those Kenyan guys are not ready, we are here. Even Algeria is saying the same thing. Well, are you confident enough that the government will offer an experience to some of the visitors and the players who are going to be here, and even for Kenyans themselves?
What I'll do is I'll cross my fingers. I'll cross my fingers and hope that the people who are currently in office will be able to offer an experience. But what I do know is in September, that is 11th, 12th, and 13th. As a skier, we're going to be hosting the first ever FIM EBK World Cup. This is FIM EBK World Cup. This is also a global event that is coming into for the first time the continent of Africa, which is something that it's going to start in Liverpool, come to Nairobi, go all the way and finish in Marseille. So this year we're going to be having 5 countries. And one of the things is we are definitely going to be offering an experience from the airport.
What?
So we are going to be branding it from welcome to the home of EBK Africa all the way through. We're going to be having an crazy amount of fan zone. Again, it's going to be at Nyayo Stadium. And your experience is going to be starting from Oko all the way through. The locals are going to be getting an experience as well. It's going to be, we've talked to the hotels, we've talked to the whatevers to be able to start creating packages now for September. So that anybody who's flying in, it's easy. I can get a hotel, I can get tickets, I know where to watch the games. I have a map. Because even with AFCON, it's the same thing. For Chan, I was expecting to see the highway that we have. I was expecting to see all those billboards.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I didn't get that.
Big welcome to Chan.
No, man.
Kenya was the one. Kenya, literally, even without so much of the noise that we had, Kenya was the first country since Chan ever started that everybody globally was asking, what is Chan? Where is this Chan? And we were the ones who were explaining to people digitally what Chan is. And then now it created the hype of, now we can even watch AFCON. There's AFCON.
Right.
And AFCON became noise because once our peoples were out, Kenyans were making more noise because we needed Morocco to Morocco out. Yeah. And because of that, everyone was like, these Kenyans are really loud. And so you realize even globally, Kenya and Nigeria are the 2 countries that actually hold the largest amount of international viewership when it comes to EPL. We actually give EPL annually close to 1.2 billion euros.
No way.
Yes, in international viewership. Meaning, if we just convert that to our African continent, will we really have problems in paying our players? If we were able to make smart decisions, right decisions, when we're selling out our viewership rights, our media rights, we would not be having this problem that we're having today.
Well put. Oh my God, that's going to be amazing. What does success look like when the Legends Cup is done for this one, for over the weekend? When you do your audit, you sit back with your team, you want to tick those boxes. What does success look like to you? For me, success, on a truth be told, is the fact that we held it. Okay. And the idea behind it is because, one, it's a concept. Yeah. But two, we've done something for the legends. We've done something for the 40 plus. And we've opened a new chapter into this space of where people did not realize that after retirement, you can still compete competitively, but in a different set of leagues, in a different set of categories. And now when we open the masters, remember, these are the masters. We have them. Media houses are coming to the ground to talk to them. We have the guys who are 50 plus. They won't be competing, but they're going to be doing a bit of a 3-on-3 showcase, just to show people that they, even before the 40s, there were guys who were there before. And these are the guys who've paved way. We've literally created the 50s, the 40s, the 30s, and the 20s, all in one space for 2 days. How important is it to celebrate our legends while they're still here? Extremely important. It shouldn't be when they've passed on. We should be able to celebrate them now, because this is the talent that paved way for all of us. If there was never sports prior, even us, we wouldn't be in the business of sports. It wouldn't be a thing. So to be able to tell these people, like, we see you, we know you, we celebrate you, and we want to see you back on the court, that's amazing. Yeah. I agree. Totally. And one word. I had a bunch of questions over here. What should fans expect over the weekend? Starting Friday. Word? Yeah, one word. Just fun. Yeah. Fun. Come and have fun. That's all I want you guys to do. Okay. Come and have fun. Yeah. We've literally created an experience of where you'll almost feel like you're abroad. Coming to this space for this. I trust you. Yeah, like from when, let me tell you, like we've mapped out, if you've ever been to the basketball gymnasium, the experience is something from the road itself coming in. Yeah. You're going to have celebs over there. Interestingly enough, there are rumors of a celebrity team, but I hear they're holding it close to their heart. That would be crazy. And so now we are looking forward to seeing who these guys are. I know Calligraph likes basketball, so you better be on that list. I hope so. I hope so. We're still waiting. Like we're here, like, guys, please put your names in the portal so that even us, we in the back scene know who to expect. I like that. A good number of teams have decided that they are going to definitely surprise us. Yeah. We definitely have a media house who's registered a team as well. What? Yes. Jeez, that would be crazy. Yeah. Immediately we saw the names, we were like, sirs, we know your... Hi. So, as we wrap up. Yeah. There's going to be, obviously, you talked about a village. Yes, the sports. For me, how I think of a village, especially when you're dealing with 40-year-olds, old school hip-hop. Bas, rumba. R&B, rumba over there. Kabisa. But sasa unajua, first of all, people who listen to SpiceFM, it's not just Nairobi. Yeah. Kuna watu wanasema, god damn. Sasa, you guys, Nairobi, y'all are just so stuck up. Yani, this is just for you guys. No. It's not for us. Do I have to travel all the way to Nairobi and I'm busy? I'm a working man. Yeah? So how are you going to cater to other Kenyans across the country? Literally, this is why we literally have the live stream experience. Okay. So that there is no way you're missing it, even if you're not within. Yeah. Like, if your boss has told you you've got to be in Ghana, I'm like, sir, just go on YouTube. We're gonna be live from 10 a.m. We've got massive interviews from all the legends who are going to be there. We've got
we are talking to almost everybody.
Yeah.
Like someone will have a segment somewhere so that you get to know them, you get to see them, you get to connect with them, and you get to watch the games as well.
What are the prizes looking like?
The prizes for entry?
For the Legends.
For the Legends.
Yeah.
Entry?
For entry? Yeah, for, I guess...
Or the winners?
The winners, yeah.
All right. So the winning team is getting 250K.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Fair enough.
Now, number 2 is getting 150. Number 3 is getting 100.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
That's good money.
And then now we've got little in here and there's for the MVP, top scorers. Yeah.
You unajua tu inaenda kuisha kwa village.
You see how smart we were?
So business minded.
Like it's only because the turf that is where the village was going to be is that is a bit sensitive. Otherwise we were bringing in a 20-foot container bar. Tulikuwa tunaita. Yes. But this time round we've decided we're going to build. We're going to build the bar. So we're going so you've got to be on the ground to come and experience it.
So it's just basketball, yeah?
It's just basketball.
Nothing like rugby, golf.
Nah.
I don't know,
we are not mixing sports this time. This time we're giving you the full basketball experience.
But they were basketball only.
First of all, one of the things is basketball is really coming up and it's coming up fast.
It's true.
And if you look at how it's coming in on the African continent, from next year, we're gonna be having BAL that is doing franchising, which is also for the younger teams as well.
Right.
But at the same time, we are looking at it growing as a sport. So it's grown as a sport internationally, especially 3-on-3. It is funny because when I was talking to the head of marketing for FIBA 3-on-3, she was like, "How is 3-on-3 not catching on in Africa?" And I'm like, "Give me space.
Exactly.
I got you." We will. Get me December. You shall be looking for me and going like, okay, now what are we doing?
It's true, yeah.
Yes, we're going to be having merchandise as well.
Yeah.
So for those ones who want to be branded legends, we've got a good amount of merchandise that is going to be on the ground.
Yeah.
We've got sports water bottles to jerseys, hoodies. Ukisikia baridi, hakuna haja ya kwenda nyumbani. Tutakuwa na store hapo ya Legend hoodies. Yes.
So now, we had our very own Madina. Being drafted drafted into the WNBA. That's good stuff.
That is amazing.
She's very young.
Yes.
And 21 years old? She's very tall, man. When I saw her, I was just like, geez, any Kenyans you can be that tall. But I swear to God, I've never seen a Kenyan that tall.
It is us who are in the back office who are allowed to be short.
Do you think we're actually going to see a lot more women? Just athletes, basketballers being drafted?
Yes.
Yeah.
And not only that, you see, the one thing I always say, and especially since I've worked in the agency for so many years, is that as much as we're going to get a good number of Africans being drafted internationally, we are also going to see a good number who are going to be making waves here locally. Yes. Because you see, once this FIBA thing now becomes a full franchise, and it goes from the 6 teams that it is to about 12 teams, and they're building the full commercial aspect behind the NBA, we're going to be having our very own on the continent. So you can imagine the weight that is going to be that is going to be for us. I'm excited about that. I'm excited now to see the girls, the women. We now have a pathway. We have something to look forward to. We have a reason to travel to different parts of the continent. I was looking at the listings of where the different teams that are going in. I know Nairobi City Thunder is going in, and they're building their stadium. So again, all this
they're building their own now.
Yes. So part of going into this franchise is you're going to have to build your own stadium because you have to build a home this time round.
It's true.
And so you can see how they've put it that now we are going to be getting private sector infrastructure, which now becomes even better. So we can leave the government ones specifically to be run the way they are, and then now we build infrastructure that is built with commercial in mind. Because right now we have to improvise on the. We love the government structures. Don't get me wrong. But they were built with community in mind, and not advancement. Now we are at a point of where we have to look at the commercial aspect of it. What is supposed to be in a stadium when you're coming there? You're supposed to be having the food courts. You're supposed to be having the extra toilets. You're going to support the VIP sector. We've got to have,
I didn't look at it like that. So Gava is mostly community.
Yes, government was built. Government facilities are built for community, and we love that because it gets to grow the grassroots through into a setup.
Yeah.
But then the private sector is supposed to now come in with their own as well on the side of where now let's do this professionally.
Nice.
Yes.
Wow, that's brilliant. Shout out to, what's that team called again?
Nairobi City Thunder.
Nairobi City Thunder. Yo, nah, you can't do that. Me, I'm not big on basketball. You can't do that. Shout outs to them. You know, I saw that stadium in Rwanda.
Yes.
The court.
What? You know, the one thing I love about Rwanda is that they've centered themselves as a sports country.
Yeah.
And so the president has really built the infrastructure around sports.
Yeah.
And that is very, very powerful.
But they have a commercial, like you say.
Yes, they're building it with the commercial sense in mind.
Yes.
So now, if you see how the Rwanda one is, this is why, like, all the finals are literally in Kigali.
Right.
It is that beautiful.
Yeah.
But could you imagine if that court was actually in Nairobi? Bruv, we would be fighting to get in 6 hours before the game starts.
Yeah, like you said, we have the passion, we have the talent.
We have the
numbers. It only makes sense for it to be in Nairobi. Yeah.
So it makes sense that for us now, we're hoping that also for us ourselves as Skia, we will be building our own sports central. And so we're hoping that the corporates do come through in terms of being able to develop our space as well. Because again, we are building with commercial in mind and being able to allow us to bid in more sports events.
Good stuff. So for folks who are listening to you and they're excited, they're so inspired, the young folks who've got talent and they want to work with your agency, they want you to, what's the word? They want you to, I guess, nurture them.
Yes.
Work with them through their whatever's journeys.
Yeah.
How can they contact you? How can they reach out? What's the process like?
Process is very easy, interestingly enough. We have this is skia.com, which is SKEIYA.com. It has all our info. It has our contact numbers, our emails. Like, as much as we have people to answer emails, I answer emails myself. Because I always want to make sure that nobody feels like they've been ignored. But the thing about nurturing on my end is I'm not nurturing most on the talent. I'm nurturing on the infrastructure. Because the thing is, the one thing that we lack is, with all these guys who are coming in, FIFA now has an office in Africa. It's in Rabat. We've got NBA coming in. We've got all these other sports that are coming in. The one thing that we don't have is the manpower, the trained manpower. And I want to nurture the trained manpower because I do not want them to come and fly in with all their staff members. I want them to find Africans already are the staff members and they're already trained.
Very nice.
And so for that reason there's this gap that we need to fill, and I want to be able to let people know, listen, if you actually want to study the business of sports from the African continent, you don't even have to leave your house. If you go to the Business of Sports Institute Africa, I'm a board member there, and one of my good friends is the founder. We brought in all the lecturers who used to teach us outside the continent into that place to now teach Africans. Short courses, 6 weeks, learn on the go. We have a good amount of companies that are on that platform looking for people to work. So once you're trained, you get into the job leaderboard, and the corporates find you.
Nice. Well put. Yeah, so good luck.
Thank you.
Yeah, to whatever is going to go down over the weekend, Legends Cup at
it's going to be a showdown. Like the first time we announced it, I remember everybody was like, our partner is Tranel, he's the legend. And everyone was like, Tranel will be there. I'm coming for beef. And so I'm like, this beef is how old? 20 years. I'm like, you're coming to the ground to settle 20 years.
What are you saying? Some beef is everlasting. Some beef is everlasting.
That was new to me. And I was like, it's not even one person or two people. These teams were like, so this team is coming. Mr. So-and-so, let me tell you, we are coming to square it out.
I like that.
So I know for a fact that it's going to be a showdown.
Correct.
For the sole purpose of the fact that these guys have had beef back in the day, and now it's coming to be squared out on the court.
Awesome. So I'm sure it's not free over the weekend. But where can guys get the tickets?
Tickets are being bought from because it's a combined event, and we are combining it with Kenya Basketball Federation. So Basketball Federation usually sells their tickets at 300 bob. So like once you go to their portals, you'll be able to see them. And I think it's the village is free. But to watch the games on the inside, there you definitely have to get in with 300 bob.
Good stuff. Thank you so much for coming through. I've really enjoyed the conversation. Guys, that is the one, the only, the very talented, very business savvy as well. Syombua Kibue. Have I pronounced your name vizuri?
Perfect.
I like it. It sounds very Southern African. Syombua.
Syombua is very Kamba.
Oh, it is. Oh, good stuff. Good
And
stuff.
Kibue is very Kikuyu.
There you go.
Nani adoa yoba, adoa morema.
So you said you played basketball, yeah?
I do with my height. I am 5'4".
Yo, what are you talking about? See, what's that guy's name? Allen Iverson was what, like 5'6"?
Allow me to pick my battles. My battles is business.
So, I get you. Once again, thank you so much for coming through.
You're welcome.
I know we're going to catch up in Nyayo.
Yes.
Over the weekend.
Please, Friday, Saturday. Friday from 10 o'clock, we will be on the ground.
Yeah.
If you feel like you also want to be interviewed and put in your voice there, we've got a full team of media right on the ground. Our live stream is there as well. So if you want to come and blog about it, it's open for you guys. Just come through. Yeah. The one thing that I can promise is the first 50 people, if they do find me, I might just give them a free ticket.
Jeez. That's going to be difficult for us to find. Have you seen Syombua over here? Umemcheki.
Wasipige kelele. If they find me, yes, wanishike tu mkono.
Okay.
Yes.
For the first 50 folks.
Only 50, yes.
Awesome. It's been real. Thank you so much for coming through once again.
All right, thank you so much. All right, see you around.
All right, so Kazi. When we come back, I'm looking for John Paul. I don't know whether this dude is still over here. Is he still around? I mean, he's doing his meeting still.
He's inside in there.
Okay, so when we come back, obviously some soul music, conversations for days, so you got to stick around. The hashtag is After Hours on Spice, and I'm still live on that stream, www.spicefm.co.ke. Facebook, YouTube, the handle is at SpiceFM, and on the frequently. In Mombasa, it's 87.9, Nairobi, 94.4, and Kisumu City, 102.5, Malindi, 97.7, Nakuru, 96.0, Eldoret, 96.7. This is the home of Sugar Spice and everything nice. Twende kazi. I've got some Midnight Star, engine number 9.
Spice FM. Nyeri.